What's up guys, Manta here. Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront video. Today I bring you one of my all-time favorite star cards, the amazing Cycler Rifle. I will cover the card's main attributes and features, but also its main ways of using. However, before we get into the how to use it and what to use it for bit, let's take a quick look at the origins of this weapon within the Star Wars universe, but also its evolution as a star card within the game. Within the Star Wars universe, the Tusken Cycler Rifle was the standard projectile weapon used by the Tusken Raiders of Tatooine. The Cycler was an older design of rifle, firing solid shots enveloped in energy and not blaster bolts. The weapon emits a unique sound when fired, something like a cross between a blaster and a musket. The Tusken Raiders generally modified their rifles with improved firing chambers for larger and more powerful slugs, or the addition of scopes for better sniping. And there it is, a bit of Star Wars history for you. Regarding the game, on the in-game description it reads: designed to fire solid projectiles, this crude but reliable rifle is excellent at hitting targets at extreme ranges and penetrating energy shields. So, on the game, you can unlock the Cycler Rifle at rank 28. The card has a 15 seconds cooldown to begin with and a 10 seconds cooldown after you upgrade the card. By default, the card allows you to one-shot kill anyone with a headshot and does 90% damage if it is a body shot. On the beta version of the game, the Cycler Rifle was a relentless threat for whoever went running out in the open or stuck their heads out of cover. It was one of the most wanted star cards of the beta and the last one that you could unlock. With virtually no bullet drop back then, this baby could shoot its projectile faster than any laser blaster in the game. Bullet travel speeds were slightly above 500 meters per second, which is the current laser speed for the T-21B. Pretty fast killer, huh? So much that a lot of people went complaining to the developers that it was too OP'd. Quite unfortunately, they did listen to this, and in November 2015, when the game came out, the card had been nerfed into oblivion due to the drastic reduction of the bullet velocity to 300 meters per second only, and with a tremendous amount of bullet drop added onto it, effective from 100 meters onwards. Bullets were now traveling much slower and started to drop off very quickly on their journey to the target. Also, the movement while aiming with the scope was slowed down, making it all even harder to use. It became incredibly challenging to hit targets standing still and virtually impossible to kill moving ones, as you had to compensate a lot for the lack of speed and excessive drop-off and also hope for a headshot. Obviously, people stopped using this and the card just got shelved. Gladly, come January 2016, a patch release added it something extra it never had before: the ability to one-shot kill with a body shot if your opponent is within 10 meters. The player started using it to shotgun opponents at close range, but still, its usage was not very common within the community, as it was still very disappointing at longer ranges. On the following month of February, another patch restored some of the Cycler's lost glory, as the bullet travel velocity got increased from 300 to 450 meters per second, and the bullet drop-off was finally reduced. Also very important on this equation was the 40% movement speed increased when aiming with the scope. Finally, the Cycler Rifle was ready for a much more all-round usage. In a nutshell, the Cycler Rifle functions as a long-range sniper rifle, similar to the pulse cannon. The comparison between the two is inevitable, and it is usually in favor of the pulse cannon, since it can one-shot kill at full charge anywhere in the body, or, regardless of the charge, if you shoot the enemy in the head. Also, it is unlocked a lot earlier than the Cycler, has a faster shot travel time, and a much less drop-off. So, at this point you're thinking, why should I ever choose the Cycler Rifle over the pulse cannon, right? Well, the Cycler Rifle has 4 big advantages. The first one is that it can penetrate through shields, which can only be done by one other weapon in the game, which is the scattergun. So if you're like me and you don't have the season pass, the weapon you're going to use to pierce shields is the cycler. Piercing shields is an invaluable ability to frustrate enemies when they are capturing objectives or when they are trying to escape your blaster shots via the usage of the personal or the squad shields. Secondly, it fires a solid projectile, which means it is much more effective against droids and turrets, delivering them a solid 90%-ish damage per round. So if the droid or turret is damaged already, one shot with a cycler and they're done for. If they're not, once you shoot them with the cycler, one more blaster shot and they're done for. The third advantage is that it can be fired immediately, as opposed to the pulse cannon that you need to charge up before you fire. Not having to charge up is a crucial thing in certain cases, especially when you need to react quickly to counter or frustrate your enemy's plans. It is so rewarding to see the enemies pop their shields and advance to the objective or to you for a melee, and then you shoot them in the face with your cycler rifle. Ah, such bliss. At the present moment, with a lot of enemies using and abusing the disruption card, you can also rely on the good old cycler to deliver them a swift response to the disabling of your blaster. It feels so good to shoot an enemy when he's used this card and believes that you are there like a lamb waiting for the slaughter. Pure deceit. Number 4 is that the cycler rifle has a faster card cooldown than the pulse cannon. It can cool down after 15 seconds when you unlock it and after 10 seconds after being upgraded, against the 18 seconds when you unlock the pulse cannon and 15 after you upgrade it. It does make a difference. Well, and that was about it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, by all means give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Give me a comment below if you have any corrections or recommendations to make. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends if you like. Take care, and may the Force be with you.